Hello everyone and welcome back to Netmastery Zone channel. In the previous videos we configure site-to-site VPN, and in this video again we are going to continue our configuration. Let me do something. In this video I'm going to configure site-to-site VPN between the Palo Alto and FTD Firewall 2. This is FTD and I'm managing that using FDM, not FMC, because FMC actually it's very load, and I had a lot of problem with the resource for that. But I just decided to configure the site-to-site VPN using pre-shared key in the FTD using FDM. Let me lock it back, and for that let's start with our Palo Alto here. Let me speak a little bit about the diagram that we have. Our Palo Alto is connected to ISP1 from port 1x6, and here it's going to site B, and in site B the FTD is connected to the Ethernet 0x2 to this router, and also both of this now as a basic configuration. It means that Palo Alto is able to ping to the FTD. To confirm that, let's do it. Let's run a ping 192.168.10.20, the IP address of my Palo Alto firewall. And also let's go to FTD 192.168.10.37, I believe. Yes, and let's log in. Let's ping from FTD to Palo Alto to make sure that we have a actually interface to interface communication. Ping 192.168.100.2. This is the IP address of the outside interface of my Palo Alto, and you can see the ping is successful. It means that I have to point-to-point configuration between point-to-point communication between this Palo Alto and FTD. Now let's go to the FTD to Palo Alto first. Do the configuration here, and then we'll come back and configure our FTD. Our FTD has a basic configuration, and if you want to learn the basic configuration, you can find a video of basic configuration of FTD in this channel, and also for Palo Alto. Both of them is available in this channel. Let's go to Palo Alto, and here first of all let's go to the network. Let me bring that notepad here, and this is the steps that we have to follow to configure site-to-site VPN using pre-shared key in Palo Alto. First we need to create a IKE crypto profile. I already discussed all of them in the previous videos, and here let's do it again. First, let's go to IKE crypto profile in the network, and IKE crypto. Let's create a profile for our Palo Alto to FTD. The problem with the FTD is that I'm using the evaluation license for 90 days, and you know that it doesn't support the strong encryption algorithm. Then I'm going to use the DES. Here for the Diffie-Hellman group, let's select 14, and for the authentication, let's select SHA, and also for the encryption, I'm going to use this. That is because I cannot use stronger than this in the evaluation license of FTD. Okay, our IKE crypto is created. Now let's go and create the IPsec crypto according this list. Step 2, IPsec crypto profile, and here let's add same name, and for the encryption I'm going to use this, and for authentication let's use SHA, and also for group let's use group 14, and for lifetime let's select 24 hours and save it. I believe I didn't change timing here also. Yes, for lifetime let's use 24 hours. Now in the next step we need to create the IKE gateway. Let's go to the IKE gateway and let's create one. This is Palo Alto to FTD, and let's change the name. It's firewall 1 to FTD firewall 2. For the IP we are going to use IPv4, and for the IKE version I'm going to use the IKE version 2 only. Interface, the outside interface of my Palo Alto is Ethernet 1x6. I'm going to use this interface. I have two, 1x6 and 1x7. I'm just using the 1x6 here. It's connected to ISP1. The local IP of 1x6 is 192.168.100.2, and the peer IP address, I'm going to use the IP address. The IP address of that is 192.168.204.2, I believe. Let's check it. It's connected here. 192.168.204.1 is configured in the ISP, and 2 is configured in the FTD. Okay, this is the IP address, and for the pre-shared key let's type a value, just a password, and in the advanced option we need to select the IKE crypto profile that we created before. Let's select that, Palo Alto to FTD. I have some other profile here. I may use others, but I just customize it because of my limitation in the evaluation license. Okay, IKE gateway is created. Now let's go to the IPsec tunnel, but here for the IPsec tunnel we need first create a tunnel interface. I believe I already have some tunnels, but let's check it. Let's go to the network, and in the interface let's go to the tunnel. I already have some tunnel like tunnel 203, but here let's create another one. You know, you can see here that this tunnel is not used anywhere. The other two tunnels it's already using in the IPsec tunnel for Palo Alto and FortiGate, and also it's for Palo Alto to Palo Alto. But here let's create another one, and I'm going to name it 204 according to the IP address of the FTD. Okay, we need to add actually assign this tunnel to our virtual router 1, and also for the zone again I'm going to use the inside zone. I already speak about this in the previous video. If you add the interface in the inside zone, as intra-zone communication by default is allowed in the Palo Alto firewall, we don't need to create any security profile for that, security policy for this, because we add this tunnel to the inside. This IPsec tunnel will be in the inside interface, and it will be allowed to ping all this inside interfaces here. Okay, let's add it to the inside, and okay. Now the tunnel is created. Let's go to IPsec tunnel, and here let's add a tunnel for that. Let me actually copy this name. I'm a little bit lazy today. Paste it, and this time it is FTD firewall 2. And for the IKE gateway, IPv4 address type and iGateway. Let's select the iGateway that we created before, Palo Alto Firewall 1 to FTD Firewall 2 that we created here in this stage. And also for the IPsec crypto profile, we need to select the profile that we created, Palo Alto to FTD, that we created here in this stage. And for the tunnel interface, let's add the tunnel 204 for our IPsec tunnel. And here in the proxy, we need to add the two networks that we are going to send through this tunnel, send and receive actually. Let's name that Palo Alto, no, let's name that FTD site, and local IP address is 192, no, local IP address is 10.10.0.0/24. This is the local IP address. Let me show you here. This address, the HQ site, and for the remote IP address is 10.70.0.0/24, and this is the inside interface of the FTD. 10.40.0.0. Let's change that, 10.40.0.0, and for the protocol, any protocol that we are going to allow here. Let's save it and OK. Now our IPsec profile is also created. The next step, according to this list, we need to create a security policy. As I said before, that we add this tunnel interface to the interface inside, then intra-zone communication is allowed, then it doesn't need for creating any security policy, but we need to add the route. Let me before adding route, let me show you the security policy here in the policy and in the security. Here you can see that intra-zone by default any to any is allowed. It means I'm allowed to ping between the two interfaces that they are in the same zone. Okay, let's go to network, and in the network let's go to the virtual router and configure our router 1. Here in the static route, let me add a new route here and name it FTD site. Destination for that is 10.40.0.0/24. If we are the HQ site wants to access this, it should go through the tunnel 204 that we created before, and as this tunnel doesn't have IP address, we need to next up select none. There is no IP address for this. We are using the policy based routing, and I think it is slash. Okay, now let's save this and okay. At all, our configuration, I believe it's finished, and also we are in the end of this list. The configuration for site-to-site VPN in the Palo Alto is done. Let's commit it. I'm waiting to commit the start. Okay, now let's go to our FTD and configure our FTD for site-to-site VPN. In FTD, as I said, I'm using the FDM. All basic configuration are in the place. I have the interfaces, I have routing, and also NAT, and also DHCP. Everything is okay. Let's go to site-to-site VPN and view the configuration. We don't have any tunnel here. Let's create one. I'm going to name that FTD Firewall 2 to Palo Alto Firewall 1. This is the name of the connection profile that I just created, and here local VPN address, local VPN access interface. Let's select our outside interface here, the outside. Okay, let me show you here in the topology. You can see that gigabit 0 by 0 is connected to the outside. Then I just selected the outside here, gigabit 0x0, and the local network that we are going to allow, let's create a new network, and let me name that FTD 2 site. And for the network, let's select 10.40.0.0/24. okay. Now let's select this as a local network that we are going to allow through this IPsec tunnel. And for the remote side static, the remote IP address is 192.168.100.2. This is the outside IP address of my Palo Alto firewall. And for the remote network, it's also recommended that we should not use any. Let's not use it, and let's create a new network, HQ, and for the IP address is 10.10.0.0/24. okay, let's select that. Okay, in the first step, we we just give a name for our connection profile. Then we select our local VPN access interface in the FTD, that is outside interface gigabit 0x0, and the local network. This network actually is connected to the inside interface. Then for the remote side, the IP address of the outside interface of my Palo Alto, and for the remote network, I'm just using the HQ. Let's click next. And one thing here, you can see that this is the policy-based routing. It's not the route-based and VTI because that is a little bit complicated. It's not actually very suitable for our site-to-site VPN. It's for very complicated networks with a lot of site. Then we can use this, and VTI of course needs the IP address and so on. Let's click on next. Here for the IK version 2, and for the IK policy, let's edit it and let's create one. Let's give a priority, for example 100, and for the name, let's name it FTD IK v2. Let's state is on, and for the encryption I cannot use AES. It's a evaluation license. It doesn't let me use any encryption algorithm stronger than this. For the Fairman group 14, integrity SHA, and for the PRF I'm going to use SHA again. And lifetime is 86,000 something second, and it's 1 day, 24 hours that we already select in the other side. Let's okay this. Okay, priority, this is available, I believe. Let's use 105. Okay, it's the state is on. Okay, now let's go for the IPsec proposal. Here let's create a new one. Create a new IPsec proposal. Let me name that FTD IPsec, and for encryption again let's use this. Integrity SHA-1 is okay. Let's save it and let's use it for our IPsec proposal profile. Okay, now this two is applied, and this one is also selected. For the pre-shared key, let's use the same pre-shared key that we selected, we typed in the Palo Alto. And for the IPsec setting, the lifetime, again let it be by default. Everything is okay, but here make sure that you exempt the traffic from NAT. here we are exempting our inside traffic from NAT. If we don't, the IP address will be NATed, and then it's not matched in the tunnel, and it will not be encrypted. It will not go through the encrypted tunnel. The rest is okay. Let's click next, and here let's finish it. We can see a brief here that the peer IP address is this, and local IP address, also the local site, the remote site, and this is the actually same brief that we saw it before. And for the IK version, we are using IK version 2, the encryption algorithm, and also for the IPsec proposal, and the authentication type is pre-shared key, and IK version 1 is disabled. Okay, the configuration here is also completed. Let's deploy this. Before deployment, you can see a brief of information again, that with the green it means that they are the new configuration and they are going to be applied to the FTD. Let's deploy it. Okay, our deployment is in the progress. During this time, let's go and create our policy. For that, let's go to the policy, and okay, our deployment is in progress. Let's okay this, and let's go and create our policy here. In the FTD, we need to create a policy to allow the VPN, the outside IP address, to come to the inside, and also from inside to the outside to go through the IPsec tunnel. Let's create one. I'm going to name that VPN out. VPN out means when the inside host wants to go to the outside of the VPN. Inside out host is connected to inside interface, and the network for that we already create an object network that is FTD2 site. Okay, and for the destination port and SGT group, let it be any. We are not going to use any port here. And for the destination zone is outside, and the destination network, let's select the specific network, that is HQ. Okay, anything else, the application URL, everything is any. We are not going to touch them. And for the logging, let's enable the log at the end of the connection. Okay, now this profile, this security profile, allow the inside IP addresses to go to the specific IP address to the outside in the internet. And if I run this show diagram, let's wait for this to save. In the diagram, you can see that this is the action is allowed, and all the user networks, the user any, the network one network that I selected, source zone is any to the destination, and it will go to any application URL and to one network. Actually, it doesn't show here that here actually is inside zone, and this is the destination is outside zone. Okay, now let's go and create another one for the HQ side to be allowed to respond back to the host in the inside. I'm going to name that VPN in, and source zone is outside. Source IP address, this is very important to select a specific IP address. HQ, I don't want to allow any other IP address to be able to come to the inside. Okay, and for the destination zone, it's inside. And the destination network is FTD site 2, FTD2 site. Okay, now application URL users everything is any, and in the logging let's enable that at the end of the connection. And if you have any syslog, we can send this log to the syslog also. And for the diagram, if you can see here, again I cannot see any zone name here, but this is the outside. One network is allowed to come to the inside zone destination, and this is a network that we allowed it here. Okay, now our security profile is also created, and we need to deploy this one. Let me see if the deployment is finished yet. No, the deployment is in progress. Let's wait to this deployment to finish, then we can deploy our new configuration about the security policy. During the time that this deployment is in progress, let's go to our FTD, to our diagram, and let's check if our VPC actually has IP address or not. This VPC is off. Let me turn it on, and here let's request IP address. I believe it's already open here. No. Okay, let's turn it off, stop it. Start it back. Okay, let's check the IP address. IP DHCP. The DHCP server is configured here in the switch 10, and it just received the IP address. And for this FTD, IP DHCP for this virtual PC, it's also connected to the FTD, and DHCP is configured in the FTD, and it just received the IP address. Let's check if our the last deployment is completed. Let's deploy the new one. Okay, the deployment is finished. Let's OK that, and now it's time to verify. Let's go to our VPC. From here, let's try to ping to 10.10.0.51, the IP address of a virtual PC that is available in the HQ. And from here, let's ping to 10.40.0.11-T. This is the IP address of the VPC that is located in the site B, and it's connected to FTD. And as you can see that the tunnel is up, and these two PC can ping each other through the tunnel. To verify that, let's go to Palo Alto first, and here let's go to the network IPsec tunnel, and the tunnel should come up here in the green color. And this is green. We can click on that and see the information about the tunnel, the IP address that is going from one side to other side, and also the tunnel name. Also, we have some information about the IKE version, and also the encryption algorithm that is in use here. Also, for the routing, if I check, you can see here that the site 10.40, it's going through the tunnel 204, and that is the IPsec tunnel that we created before. Here in the FTD, let's go to site-to-site VPN, and I'm not sure if it's showing the information about the tunnel. Yeah, you can see here that I'm not sure about the green color, but it's connected through the local network to FTD2, and it's going through the VPN tunnel internet, and to the outside is the IP address of the Palo Alto network, Palo Alto firewall, and it's connected to the HQ network here. Okay, our configuration actually is finished here, and it was very straightforward without any problem. It was no need for any troubleshooting. We just configure it in the first try. For now, let's finish our video here. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.